My name is Haji Rahmat and I'm from the Tunjur Community Association, Sudanese community. And my campaign is about FGM. FGM, it means female genitalian mutilation.
My name is Marso Abdi and my campaign was to cut the crime for the Somaliland youth.
My name is Nurul Haq Nasimi. The campaign that I was working on was campaign for Afghanistani women's progress in Britain.
My name is Mohammed Hussain. I'm originally coming from Somaliland. My campaign is awareness for disability Somali people.
My name is Hassan Hussein. I'm from Elais community. I'm from Hanislo. I'm a refugee council campaign. I'm campaigning ESL to protect the safe English second language.
My name is Joel. I'm a support worker for Onslow African Welfare Association. My campaign is about working against the Azure cards.
I'm Jane Gill and I've been involved in the Kosovan Albanian Youth Against Violence project, which is called KAYAV.
My name is Ishmael and I am a mentor for Nakunda, whose project was on improving the asylum reporting system.
My name is Jane Tully and I was a mentor for the Refugee Empowerment Project with the Women's African Network and Development Organisation.
My name's Hugh Mauser and I was one of the campaign mentors. I was mentoring Liliana Farias from Karila to help her deliver her campaign on mental health.
Well, can I firstly, on behalf of the Refugee Council, extend an extremely warm welcome to you to coming this afternoon for what I think is going to be a remarkably special event. It's part of our Refugee Empowerment Project. It's our end of project celebration.
You've heard that I'm the Director of Liberty, the National Council for Civil Liberties, but it's also very important to me to say that I am the daughter of migrants. So I feel very much an emotional connection to this work as well as a professional connection to this work. When I was a young lawyer in the Home Office, there was a big story about a couple of brothers, refugees, who were so desperate to get away from their state of persecution that they had clung with their bare hands to the undercarriage of a jumbo jet. And the next time I saw my parents, my father, who'd naturalised many years before, he took me aside and said, "You tell the minister, you tell the senior officials that they can have my passport back, because the young man who survived, one didn't, has more right to live in Britain than I do." Anyway, so that's the sad part, that sometimes that's what people have to do to come to Britain, and they don't get the welcome and the dignified treatment that they should get. But the positive is there too, and the positive can be opened through the enterprise of campaigning.
The aim of the project is to give refugees and asylum seekers the tools to speak up about issues that are pertinent to their communities. We have taken them through a year of fantastic experiences. They started with 6 weeks of campaigns training, which included working with many other external agencies. They looked at developing a campaign action plan. They looked at how they could use social media. They went to the Houses of Parliament. They lobbied a real MP. They did role plays about how to approach a councillor, and were generally, I think, inspired.
I had the opportunity to go to the Lib Dem conference. I had the opportunity to go to the Conservative conference, where I was in platform with Damian Green, the important person in my campaign, and to face him, to have my speech in front of people, it was part of this project, benefit to me, and then for other people as well.
What this project has done has given us a whole new dimension to our campaigning work and brought us into contact with some amazing refugee leaders who it's an absolute privilege to provide platforms for because they're so good at putting their case. And also that reflects really well on us as well as a refugee council, that these amazing people want to be associated with us.
Probably the most important change this year, the most important change has been the introduction of external mentors, people from the wider voluntary sector, talented campaigners giving their time for free to the project. We are immensely grateful for that contribution. It's enabled our campaigners to tap into a wealth of experience.
Most of us, we haven't had any previous experience in campaigning at all. Having mentors with campaigning skills, such as I was one of the lucky ones that had more than 10 years experience on campaigning, helped a great deal. Kosovo Albanian Youth Action Against Violence is going to continue developing the website. We will develop further our Facebook page, or we have gone live on Twitter as well.
The thing which I probably most took away from getting involved in this project is that you don't need resources like a huge organisation. What you really do need are people who are very, very passionate about the cause which they're campaigning on. And all the way through, from the very start of the project, that was what kept it going, what fueled it, was just passion, energy and a real commitment to making the change that we were after.
I was involved in the film that Nekunda made, and I just watched him really flourishing while he was making it, and then when he launched it, the world premiere of his film, it was a very, very positive thing to do.
Thanks again, you guys, for coming today. So I don't speak a lot because I'm a filmmaker, so I do speak with my film, so I like you guys to hear from my film, so enjoy it.
It's very, very good for the participants, and it gives them a sense of purpose when quite often people are in a situation of complete limbo. It's good for them to actually interact with a lot of people from different communities and different organisations. It's very, very stimulating for people to have something like that to do.
I'm really pleased to see you today and share with you about my campaign. After the training we had with the Refugee Council with the Empowerment Project, I sat with my mentor and we decided to campaign about respect and dignity for asylum seekers, especially about improving the asylum reporting system here in the UK. My mentor was really brilliant, and he advised me to use my skills, to use my strength to make this campaign. For us, because English is not our first language, so it's really a good part as well, because we learned how to make a public speech, to be confident and to deliver your message with really confidence in front of a huge public. So I think I'm confident now.
The most important lesson that I've learned is that there's real energy, there's real enthusiasm within refugee communities in the UK to affect change. I think there's also a real willingness to tell their stories, because I think it's really important that we hear their stories and understand where they've come from.
We are the community voice, and receiving the support from the community is very, very important.
The advice I'd give to any organisation that's starting a new campaign would be to keep it really simple, be clear about what the objective is.
Whoever you are, whatever your backgrounds, so long as you're passionate about making it work, you can put a fantastic campaign together.
Be ambitious, not to be frightened when things go wrong, but to be really ambitious and believe that you can achieve something.
A lot of work, but I have achieved my aims and objectives.
It's just about skills, about passion, about your time.
We all want to change the world. That doesn't happen. It happens, brick by brick, step at a time. And really, you've got to pick one thing which you can achieve within a time frame that you set yourself.
It's important both for the effectiveness of our campaign and for the refugees themselves that they are included in our work. Our work becomes better because we have the benefit of their voice, their experience, their identity, their story. But it's also important for them not to be victims all the time, not to be given our acts of charity and kindness and our voice, but to be able to have their own voice. It's an incredibly important part of being a human being, that you are connected to the world and you are able to speak for yourself. So I think that this kind of project is going to make all of us better campaigners. It's going to better advance the cause of asylum in the UK, but it's equally importantly, it's going to make lives better for those who don't want to be victims anymore.
The really happiness I have now, it's coming to the end of this campaign. Yeah, and that's what I can encourage them as well, to hang on. It could be difficult, but never give up.